stream.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today?
Yo.
Hi.
Yo.
Bonjour.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
How is everyone doing today?
Good.
He
thank
good?
you. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, sleepy. Yep. Time zones are weird for everyone involved.
Yeah. No one is safe.
No
is
one
really
is
what we've
safe.
learned.
Yeah, well, yeah, because next week our UK fellows are about to get hit with a time zone, or not time zone, a time change as well. So it really, no one really. I feel like at this point, no one knows what time it is.
Next week's when it goes back to normal. Next week's when you just go back to normal until October and then
yeah,
it
unless
messes up again.
Unless you live in Arizona, in which case it's just messed up forever.
Yeah.
So it's, and then there's parts of the world where the time zone never changes. So it's just it's really just all over the place. Time is an interesting construct, I feel like, is what that comes down to. But I'm excited for today's session. I hope you all are as well. I'm what the
What was that?
I was drinking my coffee cup across the table.
Oh, I thought someone was,
Definitely, it sounded like a dragon.
yeah, I was like, it sounded like someone was dragging like a freaking metal table over. It's just like,
it must have
It was the Ironbeard voice again.
yeah.
it's like vibrated through my mic stand.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's been 30 sessions and Laura still calls him Ironbeard. Well, that's okay because he's dead now. So we never,
Dead, so who cares?
yeah, we never have to worry about that again. So.
Ironside.
What's really going to be messed up is when I actually create a villain named Ironbeard, and then that's really just going to throw everybody
That's
for a
gonna throw
loop.
everyone.
Yeah, that's
You start calling him
when Laura
Ironside.
starts calling him Ironside.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
I mix up names and phrases.
It's
I
okay.
say washing the walls with him instead of washing the wiping the floor. Wipe the wall.
I think you've like completely changed around that phrase. But the cool,
You know, like I'm gonna wash the walls with that guy.
yeah, wipe the floor is
wipe the floor.
yeah, wipe the floor. I think is the original. So not only are you mixing up one word, you're just making a completely different, like a whole new phrase altogether. Which
Wait, I love that though.
yeah, it's
I want to wash
wonderful.
the walls with someone.
Yo, I'm gonna wash the walls with them. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a really good phrase.
I thought she called him Ironbeard on purpose. Yeah.
She sure did.
She sure does.
Wash the roof with him.
I'll clean the roof of them. Yeah, exactly. Good stuff. Good stuff. Wait, hold on one second. I need to go ahead and do a thing. Move there. Okay, so are you guys ready to begin?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do some rolls to see the outcome of individuals.
Brett, if I just pick a spell, because I forgot to pick a spell,
Mhm.
can I change it later because I didn't really research the spells part. I was so caught up in the feats.
I would say for today's episode, don't worry about the spells because unless something dramatic happens at this moment, I don't believe there's going to be combat, but there might be. Who knows? It's D&D. At any time, it could just be like, I blow that guy up, and I was like, well, okay, then the fight begins. So
Blow that guy up.
yeah, it's just so.
What would you?
so I mean, really, just yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen. So I would say, yeah, if you picked a spell, go for it. But if you want to like take the week to like switch it, as long as you haven't cast the spell, I'm usually pretty lenient about it. So
Okay.
okay,
Yay, thank you.
okay, hey, you're welcome. Hey. All right. So, what are we doing here?
You're
Well, how
rolling
much
to
do
see if
we have
our
to
pet
remove?
Nicholas dies.
Our pet Nicholas.
What? No.
Wow. Found family
thought
turned
pets don't
pets.
die.
No,
Yeah.
I'm putting it that way because Brett has a
Oh,
pet
lawyer.
don't die rule.
Lawyer.
Oh,
Rules
okay.
lawyer. And you're just like, you didn't say he
You
wasn't
know?
a pet.
You know, our pet Nicholas, who can't die.
I see. Very, very astute of you. Well done. All right, so let me get a vibe check here. That's a decent vibe. What about this vibe? No, that's way too much of a vibe.
That's very jaunty.
Yep, that's the one. The victory against Ironside. I almost called him Ironbeard. Thank you, Laura. So you'll all leave the fort after defeating Ironside, or this void manifestation of. I believe we ended it with Leighton has Sterling in his arms. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and you guys are walking over, and you'll see a bunch of the sort of like a bunch of the Creshart pirates standing in wait. They've been fighting back all the pirates and troops and have been victorious. Shen is also waiting for you at this point. And you all are walking over. Shen will walk in front to address you all and just be like, Is it over?
Victory is ours!
And then Shen's gonna cheer. Then all the pirates are just gonna like at that point throw their arms up in the air and exclaim, victory for Creshart! Ah, we will always be free! And then everyone's just screaming as you just see it begin to echo at this point. All right, it is time. Off in the distance, you will see
The number 12.
the number 12 walk in.
Oh, wow.
Not
Not bad, but not amazing.
You'll kind of see a little bruised up Nicholas walk over with with another group of pirates as he's
Hell yeah.
looking around, seeing where everyone's at currently. But yeah, he'll kind of like slowly march forward, look around, and yeah, see the rest of you, see all of you, and kind of just give you a proclamation as he just waves and it's just like, hey, did we do good?
Aye, we did good.
And he'll walk over and like nod at the captain, and yeah, at that point you just kind of see him just walking over to everyone, smiling. It's like, is anyone hurt? Is anyone exclamation mark flip Luna.
I'm trying and failing. I can't do it. Dang it! I can't do it. It's not working.
I think it's disabled right now, so that's why. That's why
What?
it's not.
What the fuck?
I
Why
just-
would you goad her that way? She's half awake, dude.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Unreal.
I'm sorry. It was for funsies. It's all good. Hold on one second. Let me get this. One moment. Let me see if I can fix it. What?
Just slash me.
I tried backslash colon and then semicolon.
Yeah, no, explanation is where it is. Nope, it should be working. So I don't know why it's not. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Wait.
just me.
Or it does work. So it's just, yeah, you gotta select your token and exclamation mark flip.
Was I just not selected? Oh, I just wasn't selected. I thought I was
Yeah, maybe you
selected.
hadn't clicked on yourself.
Oh, no. Brett, I can't select Sterling apparently. He ain't under my control.
You know what it is? It's because I gave control of the token to Sterling, but I never actually gave you Sterling. I did everything else except that, so give me 1 second. All right, hold on. I'm a save. I'm a close. I'm a move over. Hey, can you move Sterling now?
Got it. Yeah, let me just try a... It didn't work. I'm sorry.
This son of a bitch. Look at this guy. Okay, so... Oh, does a Christ air? That one sounds from Tony Hawk is heard. Oh, gotcha. Thank you. Thank you, Leighton. Thank you. That was good. I was like, yeah. I didn't know. I guess I didn't know. I'm sorry. By the way, Gerard, you sound distant. Are you perhaps like
He's in a different setup.
Oh, got you. I have you at 200%.
Yeah, we had to max him out.
Still not loud enough?
Yeah. It's okay. It's fine.
I will scream!
There it is. Hey! that's Leighton.
Everything will be a scream.
That's Leighton anyways, so we're good. We're good to go. So, yeah, you just kind of see Nicholas walk up, a little bit bruised from the battle. You did see that he kind of like marched into a couple of battles on their own, but yeah, he just kind of walks up and looks around, and he's just like, I guess we were victorious, right? We're good. We did it. Ironside's defeated.
Aye, he's defeated. How did you fare yourself?
Oh, and he just kind of like, you'll just see he like as you finally like take a look at him, I mean, like he's kind of pretty beaten up, but he holds his fists up, and he's like, oh, I was able to hold out on my own. I think I did all right. Still alive. I'll kind of like rub the back of his head. How's everyone else? How did everyone else fare? He'll look at everyone with an even glance, and then look over to Luna, but look at Luna just a little too quickly so as to not arise suspicion that he's just trying his best. And he's just
How's
like,
everyone else that I definitely give a shit about doing? And Luna.
Everyone else fared well?
Yeah, we got through it.
Oh.
It was quite intense, but we almost lost Leighton to the void, but we got him back again. So
The void, he says, as he's just like stuttering. What?
It'll take a lot more than some purple magic to put me away.
Purple magic? What?
Alis is eye rolling behind him.
Sturdy to die to that thing. Bit too stubborn too.
But
I'm too stubborn for death.
as he's holding like he's holding as he holds Sterling in his arms, you just kind of see Nicholas look forward and it's like, did you find an old man?
Watch your tongue, boy. He's not old.
No, he's pretty old.
I am quite old.
Oh.
But he's gonna
Damn it.
He's gonna pat him on the shoulder to let him stand up so he can be let out of his hands. Kind of just stretch his legs. You hear this like loud just crack as he kind of pushes his back.
Oh yeah, he's old.
Still nimble though.
Fine, he's old. Yes, we found an old man.
I mean, we do find a lot of people and bring them aboard the ship. This doesn't surprise me anymore, really.
Well, technically, he's already been aboard the ship for a while.
Just like looks
How long
around.
exactly.
Anyway. What do we do now?
Celebrate? I can cook some food. I mean, all we have is lobster, but I feel like we need a little more variety. Maybe if we go to like a like a market of some kind. Probably could go ahead and. Oh my God, Luna! Luna like collapses and he like runs off.
Luna?
Okay there.
Are you trying to fix your con?
I am, because I clicked on it and I did 0 and it went to -5, and I'm pretty sure I didn't have -5 constitution.
That is correct.
So I was like, oh shoot.
Well,
Messed it up.
well, there's a temporary setting that you put in. Did you just like completely override your constitution?
Oh no, this is my fault. No, you definitely don't want to set it to 0 because then it'll make your constitution 0. It's literally an override. So I misspoke saying set it to 0. Just like delete whatever number is there, and then it should give you your
Revert
normal
back to your normal.
constitution.
Oh, okay, there we go. Okay.
I also forgot to do that.
Luna collapses. Nicholas is just like
Has the literal vapors. Balloons.
Nicholas is like, but I just fed her.
I'll never bake again. So wait, what was that? Oh yeah, you're asking like what do we do now? And yeah, Nicholas is like, I mean, I could cook something. We'd have to go to a market though. We've got lots of lobster, but I feel like we should probably get like other things, like
Carbohydrates.
Yes, like or some leeks or something. Something for the fiber, I would imagine.
Is Nicholas like one of those people that's like, meat is good, but you need to make sure that you're regular? Is he one of those guys?
Well, Luna makes a fine tea for that sort of thing.
I really don't want to think about that tea.
Well, I mean, you're on a pirate ship. It's really good that you're flowing correctly. And he's just like looking around,
Why
like
are we
looking around.
talking about this?
Well,
When we get back to the ship,
The lad's right.
your poop dance.
I mean,
Tyron is disgruntled.
yeah, Nicholas just points forward and it's just like, well, if we're going to have an elderly gentleman on, I think it's important that we get our diet correct. And as
Why does everyone keep calling the old man old as if he's going to die? He's fine.
Yes, I've got some years in me left, but I would appreciate a bowel moving cup of tea. I feel like I'm a little out of cycle.
Luna's eyes light up.
All right, we have plenty of time for that
Well,
while we're chilling back.
I have to warn you that it doesn't work without the dance.
Right?
She's right.
Nicholas slowly begins to walk back to the ship.
You have to do the dance.
Alice also starts walking away to the ship.
Tyron is smirking wickedly. She's just happy to have someone else doing this.
What dance exactly?
Well, there's this tea. It's called hundan, and it's
Right.
made from twigs and different things like that, and goblin herbs. And if you drink it and we do a little dance around you, it's kind of like a rain dance, except it's to get you to, it's for when you're constipated, basically. You just kind of like walk around in a circle and you go drar, drar, hun, hun, and you put your arms up and your arms down. I think it stimulates the bowels, and you drink the
Oh.
tea and it works. Do you want to try it?
Sure. Sounds wonderful. Let's go for it.
Does anyone else need any hundan before
Nope,
we go?
no.
Leighton?
I'm good, thank you.
No, thank you. I'm fine, Luna.
Armstrong?
Pass.
Jen, you should try it.
He just took it, just flips.
Jen,
Oh, well,
Kind
win some,
trooper.
lose some, I guess. So Luna starts, I guess, brewing the tea, and then she hands it over. Are you ready to do the dance?
He's gonna smell it first. Sure, of course. I mean, I stand in the middle, right? You dance around me, right?
Yeah. Chiron, will you dance with us?
Oh.
Can I get back here? You encourage everyone to dance. Now you get to dance.
It's for the good of his bowels.
Chiron's like slowly moving away from the situation.
I think Shen needs something.
That's okay. As long as one person's dancing, it works. Okay, Luna starts like marching around. Hoon, hoon, drar, drar, hoon, hoon. And she's like waving her hands and she's like, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. She's marching around him as he drinks it.
Yeah, he's sipping
Karen's
the tea.
peeking from behind the tree.
Very talented. How fast exactly is this going to work? Because I'd rather not.
Immediately.
Oh, well, I should probably save the rest.
There's a bush over there if you... We won't watch.
I would hope not. I'll see how it goes. I'll do the
Good
rest.
luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it. When she turns, he's gonna pour it out and go.
That'll do. That'll do. Wait, did Luna also drink the tea?
Oh, no. I was drinking a different tea.
Oh, okay.
Hoondan's only for when you have big problems.
Wonderful.
Alis, what are you doing? Were you going back to the ship?
Yeah, he started to follow Nicholas and then noticed that Chiron like pretended to walk away, but then just stood close enough to still watch, and now now he's confused what she's doing and also stopped.
Chiron, what are you doing?
She's watching. She's peeking out from behind the tree, and she's just like,
What are you doing?
I'm watching. It's a show.
If you
We
say
all
so.
have entertainment here. This is as good as it gets, okay?
Oh yes, because the last 24 hours haven't been exciting enough.
That was scary exciting. This is funny exciting. Get them right.
Fair enough.
I mean, you're here watching too.
I'm not watching.
Are you sure?
I'm just curious about him. He'll like gesture towards Sterling.
That's why I'm getting to know him.
Through watching him behind a tree.
Exactly.
Alis, were you watching?
No.
Yeah, he was.
Just ran off the set.
Just fucking beelined away out of existence.
So what are you all doing? Are you heading back to the ship?
Back to the misdemeanor.
Sterling, what's in Sterling's mind right now? Is he like just following? What is he doing currently?
Yeah, I
would you
think
say?
he's just kind of coming to a little bit still, so he's just taking in all the sights. I think he's kind of a little bit foggy from having spent so much time in there.
Also, I think I totally spaced past this, and I apologize. Joe, would you like to introduce yourself? You introduced yourself as Egg in an earlier episode, and now you're introducing yourself as a completely different character. So, with that, would you like to, introduce yourself and the character that you're playing to the audience?
Yeah, this is Sterling Smiles. He is a man forgotten by time. He used to exist in the old world, pre-World of IO stream campaigns, and he was once a young sporting bard looking for adventure, And now, after several hundred years in petrified stone, he is, I think, around 80 to 90 years old. But he does have some years left in him. He looks a little younger than that. He's still kind of a bit of a silver fox. He's got some dark and grey hairs coming through. Still keeps in very good shape as he follows his kind of morning routines. But he's kind of like a good-looking old Sean Connery-looking man. And always kind of got a bit of squint. He's a College of Creation bard now. Having spent some time alone. Okay. And I imagine he's probably just in kind of basic, comfortable wears with most of his stuff stripped for him. I think he's probably wearing just kind of nice linen.
Shifty eyes.
All right. So with that, I will say that you all return to the ship. I'm gonna have you all like clumped up, but feel free to go about where you would normally be. So, when you go to the ship, do you immediately depart from the island?
Yeah, I would think back to Crash Shard.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think so.
All right, sounds
Now that
good.
it's free, and we can get carbs.
Sounds good. All right, yeah. So you immediately get up aboard this ship. Sterling, you see what appears to be a kind of like a rickety old battle-worn ship that has history and experience, much like yourself. As everyone just kind of like goes ahead and boards on the ship. Armstrong, how do you normally cast off, would you say?
What do you mean?
Like, what's your? Do you have like a ritual or anything when you're leaving shore, or do you just immediately just like you order everybody around and they do what they need to do?
I feel like at this point with this crew, I can pretty much say, like raise the sails and let's get underway, and everyone kind of knows what to do.
Okay.
Yeah, Alis is like perpetually on sails now, so he probably is just automatically going to do that.
Kyron is lying down.
It's just more of like what Sterling sees when you guys get ready. So Alis, are you using like your magic to set sails typically? Or are you just like moving things?
He sort of like climbs up a certain ways and then uses the wind to lift himself the rest of the way up, and once the ship starts moving, he like starts to guide it.
Okay. Yeah, and with that, Sterling, you're back aboard the ship.
I think you'd look towards the captain and say, Captain, if there's anything I can do, not getting your way, you just let me know. I don't want to be a burden on your ship.
You just make yourself comfortable. Just watch out for gnomes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Gnomes are a problem now? Are they?
Wood gnome!
What?
Wood gnome!
You just kind of see like up to the door. It's just as a small, what I can only describe as pirate gnome. Get out! I was sleeping. What do you want?
You're always sleeping. Go give Sterling a room, please. Prepare his bed.
We've got more people.
Yes, of course we do.
Every damn day we find someone new and bring them on the ship. We're running out of beds. There's like literally so many beds. There's no worries whatsoever. And he's just.
I'll take a small one. I don't need anything large.
Oh, small one, huh? What the hell does that mean? He looks up at you.
Leighton grabs Wood Gnome by the neck and lifts him up. Wood Gnome, please be respectful. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Great.
You got it.
I'm gonna put you down, and what are you going to do?
Be respectful. And
And prepare Sterling's bed for him, yes?
Yes, sorry. I tend to only remember the first thing you tell me when you start to strangle me.
All right, calm down. Put him down on the floor very gently.
He collapses on the floor immediately in a dramatic fashion. And then he's just like,
oh my gosh.
He looks up at you with a frown on his face. All right. So you're, are you like tired or something? Or like, what, who are you?
Oh, no, I don't need rest right now. I just...
Okay.
Oh, who am I? My name is Sterling Smiles. Nice to meet you.
Oh.
And do you have a name? Wood Gnome?
Yes, Wood Gnome. That's correct. Not very smiley. He like looks up at your old face.
Well, do something to make me smile. Perhaps. I was just being a little cheeky. You don't actually have to perform.
He's
Are
like,
all your people made of wood now?
What?
Well, sorry, the name Wood Gnome. Just. Oh,
Yeah?
you come from a woodland.
No, I'm good with wood. That's a Wood Gnome.
Oh. Right, your occupation is your name now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, not other gnomes are like that. They usually have typical names. I just like to keep it simple. And he looks around.
The simple folk around us, I understand.
He leans over to you. And he's like, it's not my actual name, but nobody's questioned me up to this point, so I'm just keeping it where it is.
Okay. Would you like me to ask your name, or
No.
keep it
No.
very well?
I'm wanted in many cities. And then he just begins to walk away.
Right.
So most of these barrels are full of rum, by the way. If that interaction was stressful.
Oh, sure. I'll have a drink, but I'd prefer water.
We all
Yeah,
need
but-
a drink after talking to Wood Gnome.
Oh my god, I forgot about Sterling's history with alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that, dude.
580 years clean.
Oh man.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, Alis will like finish up with the sails and jump down, and hear him say that, and he'll say, say, well, seeing as Wood Gnome walked off without you, I can show you below deck and get you some water.
Appreciate that. What's your name again?
Oh, Alis,
Alis.
and you're Sterling.
Sterling. He holds out a hand to him.
Yeah, he'll take his hand and shake it.
Grown up on this ship?
No, and newly added, I suppose, by accident, really. This music. We when we found you, your letter, were you really one of the heroes?
I suppose you could say that. I didn't think we'd be known at this stage.
Oh. Yes, well, people have been having... Very strange to try and explain this. People all over Io, they experience visions, moments of intense emotion, all sorts of things. It took a long time, but they pieced together that they are memories or snapshots of moments from the people who fought Div in the Void. But no one knows about you.
I'm probably just crazy. Don't worry about it.
Alis will make a face. Insight check.
I think, like, if he's like looking at him, he'll kind of pat him on the shoulder and go, they were my friends.
All right, then. Either way, you've been asleep a long time, or at least frozen.
Do you know?
Hmm?
Do you know how long?
Oh, Brett, what's the year?
It's been, oh boy, yikes. Let me see what would be the year determined? Hold on. Let me calculate. Make a note of this because I've been just using broad terms and strokes, and give me a minute.
While you're doing that, just FYI, I just spilled a bunch of coffee all over myself.
Epic.
I just want everybody to know the state I'm in.
Epic. Let's see. It is the year. This is the year. And then this was the... Okay, so... Jeez. And then, Sterling, how long were you awake for? What did we determine? Like 30, 35 years?
Yeah, I'd say.
Which one?
About 30, 35, I'd say, because
Okay.
he's about 80-ish now.
Okay, so then you would have... Okay, cool. So it is currently the year 735. You became petrified at the year 258.
Damn. 7:35.
Yep.
It's the year 735 now.
Approximately 500 years.
He'll look like he really wants to say something, and then sort of shake his head and just go, "Why did you petrify yourself?" Sorry, maybe that's a very personal question, but
it's okay. I haven't spoken to people in a while, so I suppose that I spent so much time alone that I thought, well, if perhaps someone was ever to free me of that state, I spent many years researching all manner of life in its stasis. Visiting caves, unharmed, of course. And I just wanted to see it thrive. I wanted to see if life ever returned. I wanted to see if what we did actually mattered. And, I don't know. To tell you the truth, I don't know if it was a good idea or not, but I did it.
well, hopefully you won't be disappointed. He'll give him like kind of a good-natured like clap on the arm.
It's already a thrilling adventure. I didn't imagine that I would be on a pirate ship.
Yes, neither did I. I'll sort of start like guiding him this way.
What exactly is this crew? You just faced off against a being of power that I haven't seen since I was around.
Well, Captain Armstrong, he was retired, and then he's the sort of man that just chases adventure, I suppose. So he got wrapped up in it again. I happened here because of, to put it simply, a spell that went very wrong. And, Luna is his oldest friend, but she's elven, so... Leighton joined because his ship was stolen from him, and we helped him basically put his situation to rest and get his ship back. and then when we returned, all this was going on. And he'll like gesture kind of vaguely. So, I don't know, they're pirates with a heart of gold, I guess. And then he'll pause and say, we're pirates with a heart of gold.
And what's the direction now? What led you to fight that thing?
Oh, I mean, well, it was just a man. A giant, I suppose, but it turned into something different. Something, from what I could tell, I've never seen Void since recently. There was actually near your keep. When we found you, there was this huge cavern that sort of opened up in the ground. And the only conclusion I could come to was that it was void energy, and I felt the same thing when we were fighting Ironside, but I don't know where it could be coming from necessarily.
Hopefully not from me.
I don't believe so. It feels like there's a lot going wrong now. There's some sort of baby demon thing that everyone's trying to kill. There's all sorts. So honestly, it was a simpler thing to focus on.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't wish to be a burden to you or your crew. I will help and observe where I can.
Aelus will nod, and he'll say, to be honest, I think Armstrong will like having someone his own age. Winks up above, out of character.
In fact, actually, compared to Ironside, he's a child. But, I think I'll spend some time here, of course. Before seeing whatever this world has to offer.
Honestly, I can't speak for them, but I would expect that you have a home here as long as you want it.
That's very kind. I appreciate it. You've done too much already. But, do you have some sort of... I don't know what it is. There's something familiar about you.
I hesitated to say this, but I feel the same. And I don't know why.
Did you talk to me whilst I was in the statue? Perhaps?
He'll sort of deliberate. I talked to myself while you were in the room sometimes, as embarrassing as that is to say, but not directly to you, no.
And you'll hear echo down the hall. Not very quietly.
Eye roll. I'll start moving this way and like sort of grab water from this area. I'll hand you a glass of water.
Yeah, he takes it and kind of sips from it. Well, if I can offer anything, knowledge of the old world or whatever I've seen, it's yours. But,
Aelus tries not to look too excited. Knowledge?
Did you say that in character?
No.
Okay.
Could you imagine?
It's his facial subtext. He'll, he's 13, so he'll suddenly feel like a little embarrassed at this heart-to-heart, and he'll nod a little and say, well, I should get back up there, but it's pretty obvious which beds are taken, so wherever you'd like. On the right is where Luna and I are, and then everyone else, I believe, is on the left, but honestly, I don't know. We've added 2 new people very recently, and I don't know where they're sleeping, so this all might be a lie.
In fact, I'll find a spot that looks unused. I'm quite
Nod.
right. I've had worse places to sleep. I'll tell you that.
Right. Well, make yourself at home, I suppose, and we'll let you know when we've docked.
Appreciate it, kid. And Alis, next time we speak, maybe I'll tell you a story about dragons.
Oh, yes, I'd like that. He'll go up deck.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna go find a place to sleep, or find a place to make his bed.
Yeah. Yeah, you go over to the left, you see a variety of like beds and things of that nature. Most of them unmade. I would say you'd probably find one that seems to be well kept and hasn't been touched in quite some time. And what do you do?
I think he'd spend some time just sitting and resting for a moment before then coming back up to top deck. I think he spent enough time alone. He'd want to come up ASAP to see like how does this ship run.
Okay. How long would you stay down here just to like take that moment? Would you say?
Like maybe 10 minutes or so.
10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you're like, I could totally imagine you just being like anxious to like not want to be alone. So yeah, during that 10 minutes, Alis, you would walk back up deck.
Sure.
Shen would be looking out of the sea, just out of the water of the sea, and Shen has this like look of just amazement as he's leaning over the boat.
What's everybody else doing? Set the scene for me? What's
well,
happened up deck since I've been down?
Well, let's find out. Armstrong, what have you been doing?
Pretty much just steering the ship and, bottle of rum in one hand, wheel in the other hand, sailing into the horizon, just, enjoying his favorite thing.
A moment of peace, one would say.
Maybe hat off, so his hair is blowing in the wind.
Oh, yeah. So you, how often does Armstrong usually take his hat off to like, I feel like when the mood, like where it's like, we gotta go, we've got a thing we gotta get to, hats on, you're kind of like staying focused, probably still drinking, but yeah.
Hat off I would say that's pretty rare.
So, but now it's like a moment of just like, you're not trying to like rush somewhere to get ready. You're actually just sailing at this point, which you haven't had a chance to do in a while.
It helps him clear his head,
Leighton, what are you doing right now?
I think right now, Leighton wasn't scared of the void just because like he's been through so many freaking crazy things now. The void didn't like shake him or hurt him, but I think like it was the first time in a while where mortality was on the table, and a little too close to home. And so I think he's just trying to, he's like kind of reserved. He's not sad. He's not like angry. I think he's just more
just quiet, like introspective, like just reflecting.
Yeah, super drained, super exhausted, very reflective, kind of concerned about Shen and how their battle went, and he's kind of like in like retrospective military mode from when he was, in the Navy, just trying to like almost like militarizing and compartmentalizing exactly what just went down.
Okay, so you're like kind of like maybe like leaning against this wall over here, just kind of like maybe actually smoking your pipe, just thinking to yourself.
Yes, more like not leaning against the wall, like full on sitting down.
Gotcha. Like legs crossed, just thinking to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. The wind still kind of like blowing on deck, just a quiet reflection.
Yeah.
Kyron, what are you doing? You're kind of like up on these stairs right now.
Kyron's just kind of crawling around the ship, laying down in various spots, just decompressing. I feel like she has been through a bit that she hasn't been expecting, so she's definitely kind of like.
Is she like sprawled out like arms and legs wide, like in random parts of the ship?
Yep. And periodically she'll just kind of get up and crawl to another spot, lay down. Right now, I think she's kind of laying diagonally across the stairs, just not even. Terribly uncomfortable, but she don't care.
Okay.
She's just a cat.
Yeah.
She's like, ooh, but what if I lay down here?
We were wrong.
Yeah. Luna, what are you doing?
I think Luna's thinking about when Ironside made, like, before the battle started, he was talking about how, like, he's just like, well, if I'm not here, someone else would just come along. Like, how do you know that life under me wouldn't be better? Mm-hmm. And that just kind of got her thinking about people's different sense of duty and honor and why they get pulled into things. Like what was his deal? Like, how did he become who he was? And did he really believe that he was a good leader and he was, bringing positive things to the port as, being that port's leader? And just kind of like thinking about lots of past incidents with people that did bad things, but for reasons they believed were right. And I think she's just kind of caught up and thought about all that stuff.
Okay.
The cycle of human behavior. And like, because I think one of the things about Luna is that she's very observant and she watches people and is very interested in their intentions and why they do things. And on one hand, she thinks there's something beautiful about it. On the other hand, there's something very sad and tragic about it. So she's kind of lost in her thoughts.
Gotcha. I think, Nicholas would kind of like walk up and like kind of like lean against the deck, looking out as well, like standing next to you and just seeing where you're at. And if you're looking like you're distant or not responding, he would if Nicholas approached and like leaned against this deck, what would you do?
I think Luna like takes note of him, and then she's still kind of off in her thoughts, but she sort of just casually pulls him into the conversation. She's like, Nicholas, what was your mom like?
Oh, and he's just like, he leans over expecting like a quiet moment of reflection, and then he just asks that, and he's just like, well, wow, okay, this was unexpected. My mom was a very sweet person. She put her heart in a lot of things, including, cooking and baking, and I don't know. I guess growing up that always motivated me and inspired me, and I think, and he just kind of looks out in the distance. I think one of my more favorite moments of hers is when I baked a pie for the first time. Blackberry, it was her favorite, and I did not do well. He like kind of like chuckles as that, and he shakes a little bit. It was not good. I made the pie actually salty, he says, as he just like looks out, and he's just like, what? My mom, she gave it 2 bites to motivate me to move forward, but oh boy, I knew better, and while I know she was coming from a good place, I didn't want to just leave it at that, so I kept at it. And the smile from my mom's face became more and more, and she was supportive and loving, and well, never really knew how to never really knew how to be stern. And yeah, I miss her a lot, but I keep the memories. I keep the feelings, and I'll always smile at that. And then you'll see a smile on his face as he continues to like stare off into the water.
That must have been nice to be close to your mom. I don't think I ever really knew my parents very well. They were more distant. But I do have a memory about my cousin. I guess she was kind of like an older sister to me. I also messed things up, except it wasn't baking, it was spells. I had a tome I was supposed to be reading, and I needed to change things into one thing into another thing. So, you know, I changed a rock. It was supposed to be transmuting into some kind of precious metal. Mine turned into a frog, and I felt so delinquent compared to all the other students. And my cousin said, well, let's put that to good use. And we basically went to a classroom and we started turning everything into frogs until there was a whole classroom full of frogs, and the professor was not too happy about that. And I always remember she was good at that. Like, even when I messed something up and I wasn't up to par, she made me feel like, well, there's a use for my strange ways. So I guess even though I didn't know my parents that well, there were people in my life that kind of shaped me in that regard. I'm glad that you still have those memories of your mom. Hold on to them.
Oh, I don't plan on letting them go, and well, at least you still have family in your life, you know?
Wherever they are.
Well, and he just looks out at the ocean and just says, if you're hoping to one day find them, I'm sure we will. And he'll just give like a firm, like a stern nod as he like stares out into the water. I don't
Nicholas.
Huh? Yeah. He just looks at you.
When you chose to work for Ironside, why did you do it?
Well, he was offering a better life, better pay. I have to admit, I was a bit lost when my mom died, so I really didn't know what I was going to be doing. And then here comes a man offering promises and wealth and riches to those that would join him, to the new order of things. I guess I kind of realized right away that wasn't. He looks down.
Luna pats him on the back and says, oh no, the reason I ask is just, I was just thinking about, there's a lot of people in this world that want to do something good. And maybe, maybe even if the result doesn't end up good for a lot of people, like there's got to be some point in their life, some moment where they decide they're doing it for the right reasons, Like maybe he did want to have a society where his people ate better, where they were well taken care of, and he just kind of went astray. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I guess I just see that. Yeah. Luna kind of looks off, confused as she gets like wrapped up in her thoughts, thinking of all these different people and their different circumstances. And she looks back. I guess what I mean to say is, I don't think what you did was wrong or anything. I guess I just like to understand why people do what they do.
I mean, Ironside always presented himself as an individual that instead be swept by the winds of fate, that he could influence them and control them, then that would provide prosperity, not only to himself, but those around him. And, and he's just kind of like looking forward a little bit, and it's just like, I just wish that, I just wish I had the insight to have seen his greed before joining him, but... And then he kind of smirks a little bit and is like, well, I guess I have the future to redeem the faults of my past.
You're right. Every day's a new day. That's what I like about being on this boat, you know? It gives you perspective. When you're locked up in a classroom, every day's the same, and you don't feel like you have much control over your life. But out here, you really get the sense that every day could make a difference, that each one of us could make a difference. And that's really motivating, you know?
I think at that point, Nicholas would smile and like, and he'll just say, I think that's the way I'm gonna look at it too. And like, kind of like gently place a hand on your shoulder and then immediately remove it and look forward again. And as he kind of like clears his throat a little bit. Alis, you're just like looking on at this. What are you doing currently?
Yeah, if we're saying that like the camera is like a close-up shot of them, if suddenly the focus changed and you can see Alis in the background, he's making this face like, what the fuck are they doing over there? He's got that like definite, protective energy. Like, why are their faces so close? What are they talking about?
Armstrong looks over at Alis with like a gigantic toothy smile and like waggles his eyebrows.
Alis will mouth fuck off at him and then
But yeah, Alis, continues. So what do you end up doing after you're looking back like a fucking overprotective brother that's just like, I don't know how to feel about any of this.
Yeah.
You'll see the sprawled out Kyron over there like a fucking cat over here on the steps.
Yeah, he'll debate kicking her for a while, but then decide not to.
Wow, I can't believe Kyron is the Chip's cat now.
I'm sorry. Here, I'll do it.
Oh my god!
So I think because we're going into Creshheart, right?
Yeah, you're just sailing.
So it's like a short. It's a short sail,
hours,
right? So
a few hours.
Yeah, I think he probably would go to the opposite side of whatever the fuck this is, and just kind of look out and sort of let himself enjoy, that they're near enough to land that there's no anxiety, and it's just kind of like it's a shorter sail than they've had recently.
Mm-hmm. Just relax there. Sterling.
I love the toxic counter.
Me too. I'm so glad that it's an option.
Yeah, hold on one second. Yeah. Sterling, 10 minutes passes as you like emerge out from the from below deck. And what are you doing?
Go stand next to Leighton and kind of look over.
He's just sitting there, smoking a pipe, thinking to himself.
Leighton hands the pipe over to Sterling to see if he wants to take a puff.
Yeah, he accepts it. He takes a puff of the pipe, leans it down. It's like a heavy cough from it. I should go a little easier than that, but I appreciate it. You looked after me, right?
I did.
Thank you.
There was something about your presence when we found you that just felt like you should be protected. You should be honored. I didn't think you'd become a human. I didn't even know if it was a statue or whatever, but felt like it needed to be saved.
It's kind of you. You've lost your ship? You don't have it anymore?
Now it's literally in the afterlife, if you will, but I kind of became a captain of the ship of my crew after I murdered everyone on it. It was,
Leighton has a way with words.
Leighton pulls out the sword and kind of shows it to Sterling. This sword has corrupted many a man and corrupted my crew. I was forced to defend myself, and the sword took a hold of me, and I killed everyone. And I was the one-man crew of Lady Luck, but with the help of this crew, I brought those souls back to Davy Jones. Everything is fine. And now I have my life back. But the sword is a reminder. Anything can go wrong at any given moment.
It's perhaps that's the reason we were drawn together, and that you felt comfort in my statue, because I have a near similar story. It didn't end in so much bloodshed, but I too lost myself to a sword of great power. I had a good group of friends that managed to make me destroy it before anything went wrong, but I know that temptation very, very unfortunately well.
Leighton is dumbfounded. He didn't think that he'd ever meet someone who has a similar fate of that, just because Crash Heart, let alone Io, is filled with so much chaos that he never thought that he'd meet someone that has that same kind of situation.
I actually found it in a dragon's trove, and turned out to be a void star. Do you know what that is? Do any of them? I don't know if this world is strange now, but
I mean, we know what void is, but I've never heard of a void star.
It's essentially a living being, manifestation of pure void, immense power. I picked up a sword, and some of my friends around me, my loved ones, they helped me drop it. I was going to summon it, I think, to the plane, and it was so hard to let go. The fact that you can still wield yours now and have some form of domination over it, or some form of control over it, that shows just how powerful you are. Good on you.
Thank you. The sword still has some kind of gripping qualities. Like I owe it a debt. It allows me to harness the souls of dead men and send them to the other side, but those who cannot go stay with me in the sword. It seems like I'm a grim reaper of sorts.
Well, there's worse jobs.
Tell me, Sterling, the place we found you, was that your headquarters, your base?
Yeah, in a way, yes. We were given it, actually. provided it because we were helping with a great threat at the time. And we designed it ourselves. I imagine you found me on the stage. I spent many a time there, our own little tavern. It was our fort. Glad to see that you found me among that. I was half worried that I'd be among rubble. In fact, it still stands.
When we found your place, we tried not to disturb it. It seemed as if you were all coming back. So we left it as is. But as we left, this literal void appeared. Aelis and I didn't have much time to respond, but we ran in and we grabbed you. And we saw that void consume your place. So unfortunately, you don't have a home anymore.
Just to rephrase from what, in case you misremembered, you just saw a void thing open, but I don't think you ever saw it consume the keep.
Oh, well, to be fair.
Oh, we should just assume. Oh, if you assume that, that's fair. Yeah. You're I just want to make sure that
it opened up, and then we were like, "Oh shit, it's coming right towards us. We probably should run away."
Yeah. That's fair. So
Yeah.
that's fair if you come to that conclusion. I just wanted to make sure you weren't. I didn't mislead you. That's all.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, whether your home still exists is a bit of a mystery, but for what it's worth, you have a home on the misdemeanor. Well, technically, I can't make that promise. Armstrong, are you all right with that?
Aye, he can stay.
I won't be a
Welcome to
burden.
the crew.
I appreciate it. I am. Interesting, though, that the moment you arrived and rescued me, the void appeared. If you have any doctors where we're going, or someone that might be able to look me over, it might be a smart idea. I just feel a little uncomfortable with the idea that perhaps I'm drawing some form of void to you.
Well, unfortunately for us, we don't really know any doctors, let alone experts in void. In fact,
Fair enough.
in fact, the next place on our journey is technically fight a gigantic space baby. I don't. He like looks down at his hands like, This has been a very weird 6 months. I really have no presence or mind, but apparently there's a bigger being we have to take care of, and we were sent to an astral plane to take care of it, and now we're back here, and
When we fought gods, honestly, I thought my life might amount to making a theatrical play. Often, it's the unlikely ones that are put into the most important and difficult roles in life. You'll do fine, I'm sure. But just to clarify, though, it is a giant space baby.
Yes, very ugly, gigantic, in nothing, just a floating fetus of doom. I don't know where it came from or why, but these people requested our assistance. We showed up. I murdered one of their own on accident. It was a whole ordeal. But apparently this space baby is out there consuming all worlds, and we must do our part to stop the space baby.
Right. Well, it's a weird thing to wake up to, but I'm in. I'll help you as much as I can. Provide anything I can. And we'll bring down that space baby, I suppose.
Space baby.
Mm.
Sterling, what exactly caused you to become stone?
Oh, me, actually. I was growing older. lonelier. So I injected myself with some basilisk venom.
Self-imposed.
In the world I came from, it was rather easy to get close to creatures like that. Everything was in stasis. You could walk right up to a gigantic spider, look it dead in the eye. Nothing. Strange. Like everyone was sleeping but me. So I took some of the venom and thought, well, that's worth the risk. I was hoping it might just be a flash of time, like a quick dream. But inside that statue, it was, well, my mind was still somewhat active. Dreams, mostly. Just feels peculiar to be back.
Couldn't see us near you, could you?
Couldn't see. But I did have many dreams of being out on the sea, which were peculiar. Nothing really substantial. Why?
I often too dream of sleep. Well, the eternal sleep, if you know what I mean.
Right.
The sword, the journey. It's always a nightmare. But part of me that always wonder, where's the glory? Where's the final fight? Where's the space where I get to go, this is my fate, and I am happy with it? That's truly what I crave. Go down in a blaze of glory.
Well, fighting a gigantic space monster, baby, probably a good way to go out.
Aye. But I'd like to at least hope that life continues on with my sacrifice. The idea of fighting a space baby and losing doesn't quite feel so good.
Where I come from, every champion that I was with was somewhat rewarded for defeating a great evil. Or, well, evil is subjective, but perhaps you have the same reward in the end. They ascended, all of them. Do you know anything of the ascended ones, the heroes of the past?
Only a few stories here and there.
Alice was mentioning that everyone had some memories of them, of some kind.
I've heard of these memories, but I haven't experienced any personally.
All right, well. Brett, would I know that they're gods now?
I would say probably not. You know that they, because you were there, you felt some sort of ascension, and then you were taken away from it, and then everyone was in stasis. So as far as pantheons go, you do not know that. But what Leighton is saying is true. He has no. Alice is talking about the memories being scattered and he being familiar with that. Leighton has no memories of that.
So tell me, everyone here actually on your crew, what
You actually proclaim that like gather around.
What's the plan? What's Sorry, I didn't mean to be so presumptuous to think I could raise my voice on your own ship. I just curious to know what you do next.
Well, I can't speak for the captain, but at the very least, our goal was to stop Ironside, and get you back. Now that we've done that. Leighton looks around, just kind of shrugs. We found peace.
We haven't yet planned our next move, but there are several options.
Leighton kind of like points over in Shen's direction. That man right there. He has a bone to pick with the space baby.
Is that right?
Aye. We are indebted to him for joining us in this adventure. So naturally, at some point or another, we will take out the space baby.
As you're saying that out loud, you just see Shed, who's looking out the ocean. He'll just kind of like give a wry smile and a nod at what you're saying while still staring out into the sea.
Is there anything concrete about a pirate? A pirate always pays his debts, whether it be from friendship or blood. Sterling.
All right. Yes.
What goals did you want in your life? What things did you dream about?
I don't think any of those are really as relevant anymore. The simple pleasantries for me. I wrote to play, but no, I think all I want now is I want to see everything, all the cultures of the world, all the different creatures. I want to visit them, speak to them, and write as many books as I can. Up Sterling's Guide to the Supernatural, you know? So go around and just see everything of this new magical world. I don't feel like I'm really the same as I was then. This was like a second chance. I get to be an observer.
Well, you came to the right place.
I can see that. Adventurous crew.
Hi, you want to talk about strange? That girl over there can turn into a shark. Craziest thing ever.
Hey!
Kyron's still sprawled out on stairs.
I hear you talking crap!
I'm not talking crap. I'm
You can turn into a shark?
rules. You can turn into a shark, and that's pretty cool.
Okay, I'll take that.
She sits up on the stairs and just peers over in their direction.
What else can you turn into?
Anything that I've seen before that breathes.
Anything?
Anything. She smirks.
Even people?
Well, maybe not people.
Tend to the baby.
Why would I want to do that?
I mean, I'm just calling your bluff is all.
All right, animals, animals. Jeez, you guys are so specific.
I mean, there's a lot of animals, I think. I imagine. Oh, I didn't even think about it. How many? Do you know what a rabbit is?
Of course I know what a rabbit is.
Okay.
Do you like rabbits?
Well, they're fine, yes. I just wanted to make sure that they still existed. Realizing that some things might be extinct.
Oh.
She'll pause.
Hey, Sterling, what's your favorite animal?
I'm going to say, a raven.
Oh, hell yeah.
I should have just gone obscure.
That's what I'm thinking of getting as a familiar with the feet.
Karen's
That's
gonna
right, you were talking
smirk,
about that.
and then bird mode. Karen's gonna bird mode.
Bird mode into a raven.
Yep, but I don't have a token for it. But yes, she'll snap her fingers, give out a little caw, just like that, and then do the little raven thing.
Okay.
Great. What a big raven. And you got an eye in your mouth. The eye in the mouth.
Where did you get that eyeball?
It's her own. That was a raven carrying one once. That's what she turned into.
That was the only raven I could find. I didn't know.
Karen's gonna do a couple of laps above board. I'm just really excited that she's level 8 now. But she does a couple of laps around the ship and then lands over by Sterling.
It's impressive. Pretty impressive. And you have to see it to become it.
Yep.
Interesting.
You actually remember?
Do you not have druids from where you were from?
Oh, we did. In fact, I knew one. It wasn't. He was splendid. He was very good at what he did, but an oddball. A little less easy to understand than yourself. He often. It was hard to read. Hard to read. It didn't really become many animals. It was part of our final
he was a good druid?
Well, sometimes he would cast some very devastating magic.
Ah, one of those.
She'll kind of shrug.
And be like, well, this is what I do. I can do the magic too, but I prefer to get down to the nitty-gritty. Take some swipes.
Have you ever seen a giant ape before?
I've wrestled one.
You did?
Did
I
you?
used to be a bit of a wrestler myself back in the day.
You wrestled apes.
Not several. I wrestled one.
One giant one.
About 4, 5 feet taller than me. Big guy, but what a match.
I meant a little larger than that. I'm just wondering if I'm able to teach you that form. I'm not too sure. It's different magic. Yours is more of a... Well, I can... I'm going to step to one side. Just stand back a little bit. And I'm going to polymorph myself into a giant ape.
Okay, and at that point, you will see. One moment. Will they? You see this apparently. What the freak?
The default MySpace photo.
You see MySpace myself.
When I was around, MySpace was the only social media.
Oh, God.
God dang it, dude. What the heck? All right, hold on. There we go. You see this appear in front of you.
What?
She's a bit startled. She wasn't expecting another shapeshifter. She's extremely startled.
I think it's
somehow
even one
she
bigger.
feels a little bit competitive now.
Is it? No, it's large. It's not huge size, I believe, right?
I think it's huge. Let me check. Yeah, giant ape's huge.
Oh, well, in that case, let me just go ahead and.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh my God.
What? Oh my God.
Her eyes are sparkling, and her sense of competition is kicking in.
He's gonna kind of beat his chest a little bit.
Yeah. So when you appear, the ship actually like buckles a little bit at the weight, and so it then like evens itself back out.
What the devil? We're under attack!
Karen backs up, and she shifts into her saber tooth. She's gonna do it.
I'll run over and grab the wheel.
Leighton jumps on the little arm railing here and like points like kind of does like the raptor don't move from the meme, like no one move.
The ship buckles. Yeah, the ship buckles as the saber-toothed tiger lands on the ship. It goes, grr, it like creaks. The creaking of the wood like kind of sinks the ship a little bit before it balances itself up again.
We are not under attack. This is just magic. It is Sterling and Kyron. We're fine. We're fine.
I'm gonna transform back into Sterling.
As you were.
Kyron's comparing sizes as she's distraught that giant ape is bigger than her.
You just kind of hear from Kyron.
He's gonna transform back into his normal self. Oh, I had a friend that did that all the time, but you really lose yourself to it. You think like an ape, so I think it's a little differently to yours. But, I mean, that's the best thing I can do, I think.
She gonna shift back. She feel... wait. There it is. She stretches a little bit and says, yeah, I don't lose myself. I'm still myself up in my head. But that's interesting. Also, I'm a little bit mad that your form is bigger than mine. She pouts.
Doesn't necessarily mean better.
Hmm.
For a moment there, if the captain had come up and stabbed me, I don't know if I would have been able to react as myself, so...
To be fair, if I stabbed you right now, I don't think you'd react well to that either.
That's fair, though I would probably request an apology.
No, I'd never known a bard to turn into an ape before.
I should have met my friend. That's all he ever did. He was a bard himself. Walked around shirtless and turned into giant apes. Practically his only moves. He was a good kid, though.
Try that trick in the tavern.
I bet we could get free drinks. And free
Get
food.
free drinks.
Probably. So what, do you all fight? Seems to be a kind of a small crew. So I imagine
Everyone except Wood Gnome.
Oh, of course, yes. I imagined that. I know Aelus can cast magic as well. And Luna? Was she... Are you just an elf, Luna? As in... sorry, sorry, that came out wrong. I meant as in... I meant, do you have any defining traits that surpass you above the others here?
That surpass me? You mean, what kind of magic do I do?
I didn't know if it'd be rude to ask if you do magic.
I'm a sorceress, yes. Luna kind of walks over so she can hear him better.
Yes, we've got like a tight-knit group on the ship.
So you can turn into a monkey?
Oh, that's just a little... It's a spell, really. It's not really an innate thing I can do.
Are you a bard?
I am. Or was, I think.
What kind of... what's your specialty?
Changes over time, but I suppose I'm rather good at making things a reality. Bringing things to life.
So you're a storyteller?
In a way, yes. I was once a singer, but I haven't done that in a while.
Oh. Is there something wrong with your voice, or you just choose not to?
I'm not sure. Perhaps when I feel a little more comfortable, I'll give it a go again. But I have no idea what that petrification has done to my voice.
Oh. I might have a tea for that too.
Do you know what? My voice feels great suddenly. The sea winds.
It's not a goblin tea.
Does it come with a dance?
No. Only one of my teas does. I lived with goblins for a while and they taught it to me, but the rest of the teas are elven blends.
All right, well, that might fit my fancy a little more.
Do you sing tales of your past adventures?
I want to sing them too, so not yet. Probably from now. I'll try.
I'd love to hear sometime if you decide to sing again.
You're the first to know when I do. I'll sit down and write it myself. This is a peculiar crew.
You're telling me.
In the good way.
Seems that the seas have united us all for different reasons, but we are all grateful and work well together. Except for Wood Gnome.
I like how he always makes that clear. Except for Wood Gnome.
Scene goes back
Why is
to
Wood Gnome even here?
Scene goes back to Wood Gnome sleeping on Armstrong's bed, snoring loudly.
Of course. The cutaway.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the reasons why we went to fight Ironside was to get revenge, because Wood Gnome just gave our ship to Ironside, including you. You were on our ship with us.
Because of him? Oh. Why would he do that?
He's a little coward, that's why.
If I had to take a guess, Ironside was a bit persuasive. Isn't that right, boy? Like, kind of like looking over at Nicholas.
Huh? He like looks back and he's just like, what? I mean, he was a pirate. He was a charismatic individual. But I feel the world's better without him.
Men like Ironside try to take the free world and make it their own. As far as Crush Art's concerned, we believe that everyone should be free. And when we returned from our trip, it was anything but.
Nicholas just looks down at that statement.
When was the last time you all pirated?
What do you mean pirated?
As in, raided another ship?
Oh, well, Alis
Stole
looted
treasure.
some clothes off of a dead body.
Oh, would you drop it already? None of my
But you did
clothes
do
fit.
that. You could have bought some. You guys have gold.
We were specifically trying to keep out of everyone's sight.
Kind
Did
of
you
just
kill the person?
big shrugs.
No.
Found their body and you were wearing their clothes?
I didn't kill them.
Technically, we all had a hand in that.
Right.
It's recycling. It's, putting something
That's
to
true.
good use.
Did you wash them first?
Nope, he didn't. Classic pirate.
Sterling
enough.
does have a point. We aren't the most aggressive pirates around these parts, but we do have the loyalty that pirates do. Certain friendship and bond.
Seem
Fair
to
enough.
run into more important tasks that don't leave us much time for pillaging.
Aye.
Nicholas
That of space babies.
Nicholas turns around and is just like, wait, are we the pillaging kind of pirates?
Not since I've been here.
Only if they really deserve it.
In the case of Ironside, he really deserved it.
Oh, he had it coming.
He had it coming.
They're right, yeah.
Did you rob him afterwards?
Well, we grabbed you.
You are what we robbed of him. But to be fair, you were ours before.
Yes, that's true. I mean, you're just taking me back, I suppose, but you should have plundered the entire keep.
It was on fire and kind of falling apart. We thought it might be safer to get out.
Aye, the Void had other plans.
Yeah, about that, the Void. I still don't know what you meant by that.
I'm not even sure what I mean by it.
Nicholas just kind of panics a little bit, like, oh.
Well, the Void, as I understand it from my teaching, it used to be a deity, and now it's more of a force, a weak force, but one that still exists in some form or another, although it seems to be cropping up a lot lately.
Whatever was an Ironside was not weak force.
Yeah, I was about to say, you want to tell me that was weak?
The seed inside him, what did that have anything to do with, the ziggurat?
No one said that he pursued or that he left for a long while we were gone. He would have had to go exactly where we were in order to get... Or would he? We actually don't even know where that would be happening.
Are you talking about Ironside getting void juice?
We're talking about the stuff at the ziggurat that they're the void and div eggs that apparently are growing somewhere over the next year. Shifty eyes. It's fine, I'm sure.
So you've come across this void a couple of times.
At the keep. When we found you, that was the first time. And then we were interacting with this strange contraption that we found in a ziggurat. And it mentioned the void and the div. And now this.
That's concerning.
Man, you guys really stick your nose into some weird things, don't you?
Weird things are the best things to stick your nose into.
And this is why you can't stay retired.
Be true. But I never really wanted to be.
I don't think Armstrong could retire. He'd get too bored.
Aye, we still have a debt to settle with our old Cobalt friend, too. Layton,
Oh, no, we abandoned that journey, right, Scrum?
Yes! Aye, we did! Never mind!
You see a one-eyed, sort of squid-like octopus, where has Scrum been this entire time?
Yeah.
Underneath my hat, probably.
Oh, yeah, so, the hat lifts up, Sterling, and you see this, one-eyed, tiny little octopus creature peek out. And it just goes.
Oh. You have an octopus pet?
He definitely is my son. And Layton tries to communicate to Sterling that something is not right with him.
How would Sterling? How would Layton do that?
Just after the cheerful my son immediately deadpan face depressed.
Oh.
In our fair share of supernatural things, to say the least.
Ever heard of a being called the Deep One?
Have I, Brett?
No, you have not.
No, not, nothing rings a bell.
Well, it's some sort of ancient kraken god, perhaps, and we believe little Scrum here is its offspring, so...
You think that is a kraken?
We watch what we say around little Scrum.
Right. Oh, I see. Okay.
Well, more importantly, I think that there are things we could learn about how to take better care of Scrum, correct? Like, look around very meaningfully.
Aye. Scrum has not yet received the level of care that he needs.
Wait, but hold on. If we keep referencing this thing as though it's been around forever, but Sterling's never heard of it. Someone who literally dedicated part of his life to finding out as much as he could before his petrification. That doesn't make any sense.
It would seem that Deep One's existence must be more on the recent side.
So then how long has it been here?
500 years is enough time for a kraken to get real big.
That's true. I mean, perhaps it was a small kraken when I was alive. To be fair, I documented what I could. I couldn't really go into the deep depths of the sea, so. But, you're worried that perhaps a family member of this will come up and try and get it back, or this will grow up into something very powerful?
It's more...
I feel like we're all like just trying to say it without saying it.
Trying to say it without having to say it, yeah.
Hey, Scrum, why don't you go check on Wood Gnome?
Scrum!
And then Scrum pulls out a small pocket knife and then starts going down to the dog.
Well, that's fine with me.
A highly intelligent
There you
being.
go. Now you guys can talk.
You see Scrum like slowly crawling over the top of the ship, trying to like head over to the downstairs, like very slowly, as slow as a tiny octopod can move.
Yeah, when Eleanor sees him go, you'll see like a little snake kind of like slither off of Alis and follow it. Well, there they all go, I suppose. All right, so
Concerned that Scrum has a knife.
It's a very intelligent creature.
Does not communicate to us, but it's watching us.
we're concerned, or rather we've learned that Scrum could, on purpose or not, be observing us and passing on information. Or perhaps that the Deep One can see through him or hear through him.
Right. And how did you come across Scrum? You found him in
We were tasked with finding an egg, an unhatched egg of the Deep One. So we attempted to do it, and we did find an egg, but there's also Scrum.
Well, I don't mean to be presumptuous. Why don't you just throw it overboard?
Alis will side-eye Luna and Leighton.
Iron will big shrug.
If I had my way. But it's not my ship.
Scrum is kind of come and like Leighton kind of gets a little swelly in the eyes, like my son, my friend.
Right. Okay. Do you have any means of communicating with Scrum?
Not exactly, but I know he understands me, so.
Okay.
I mean, on the list of things to do is either find someone who can or find a scroll to allow us to speak with him.
Yes, some sort of telepathy. The creature seems smart enough that it might be able to have some sort of thought.
Aye, but before that, I think perhaps our first priority is going to be severing this link between Scrum and his daddy.
Alis will nod. That's sort of my job.
Ah, I see.
There's also a little detail. We kind of made a pact with this agent of the Deep One. And he ended up taking me soul in exchange for a few favors. And I'd very much like to get it back.
Oh, you lost your soul?
Aye.
So casually. You lost
The
your
War
soul?
Master who took my ship and the remains of my crew, he sought to rule the land, the living, and the dead. In order for us to cross to the dead and not die, we had to make a deal with the Deep One to survive.
Son, the Deep One has your soul.
I believe so. And I don't really enjoy discussing our plans to get it back while Scrum is in our presence in case the Deep One's listening.
Got it. Yes, you don't want to... all right.
As you can see, we're a mess.
No, you're just comfortably in many different pockets. I understand. All right, well... Unfortunately, I don't think I have anything that I can help speak to Scrum with, but you could probably find someone who does at this market, I suppose. Maybe ask around for some sort of psychic or telepath or someone with some means of discussing it with him.
Yo, Brett.
Yes.
Would speak with animals even work?
Question
mark.
To speak with, I mean, you could always try.
Okay. I mean, I don't have it. I would need a long rest, but... Kyron will raise an eyebrow and kind of stretch out a little bit and say, I am a druid, and I guess Scrum is a type of animal, correct?
By the gods who
far as
gave
we
you
know.
a knife! You hear from below deck.
Oh, I think you might have caught up to your little friend.
I'm Scrum! Come here, Scrum!
He'll be fine.
You hear a ting 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 as something's being dropped, and then you hear from below deck, and then it'll slowly begin to get back, climb back upstairs.
Bit concerning.
Well, he seems loyal to you.
Can I look through Eleanor's eyes really fast?
Yeah, absolutely. You'll see Scrum like slowly like crawling back from below deck, heading over to where the stairs are so it can ascend.
Can she see Wood Gnome?
Yeah, Wood Gnome has a small impact on his shin. He's like holding it, swearing under his breath.
His eyes will like fog over for a split second and then unfog, and he'll go, oh, he's all right.
Yeah, so Scrum will go ahead and ascend back up.
I like lean down and like pick him back up, put him back under my hat.
He hugs your head affectionately.
Aw.
Huh.
I break out a piece of bread and like feed it to him.
Oh yeah, it like suctions right up at one of his pods, and he squeezes your head a little tighter.
Kyron's a little... Kyron would never say it, but she thinks that's a little bit cute. She thinks that's really cute. But she wrinkles her nose because Kyron doesn't think that things are cute.
I'll need some time, but I can try later to see if I can hear him. If you would like that.
Alis, where are you going?
To get paper.
Alis will descend it back into the ship to go over to his area to grab some paper.
Yes.
With that, is anyone else doing anything? As Kreshart is as you guys have been like talking and speaking and relaxing over the past couple of hours, you will see Kreshart is beginning to approach from the horizon. As you approach the city, you will actually begin to hear the loud cheers of its citizens as light explosions of pyrotechnics and fireworks are just popping above the city's horizon as you are approaching the coast. What do you do?
Kyron gets startled, but then she just scurries off to the front of the ship to look at the fireworks. Her eyes are sparkling.
This is in view, yes.
No, sorry, I said, is this for you? All of you, for what you've done for Ironside? Are they celebrating your return?
I don't know if it's for us specifically, but I'm going to assume that Kreshart itself is happy. Peace, hopefully, has arrived again.
And if it is for you, then you're heroes.
Leighton kind of shakes his head. I wouldn't use the word hero, but if that means doing the right thing, then yes. I guess you can call us heroes.
It's okay to use the word. Describes you best. Especially if you've dealt with some form of tyrant.
Aye.
And yeah, I think with that, you'll begin to arrive back at dock, Armstrong. Is that correct?
Yeah, let's dock at the docks, not at the house.
Okay. That sounds. Yeah, I didn't know where you wanted to dock. I assumed you were docking at the at Kreshart. Or do you dock at your house? Where would you dock?
I'd say Kreshart. Well, Armstrong wants to join in the celebration and perhaps bask in a little bit of glory, but I don't know what everyone else wants to do.
I mean, you're the one piloting the ship.
Yeah, he's taking it to the docks.
Okay, it's like you're the one sailing the ship, so that really is.
Captain.
Yeah, it really is up to you at this point. Yeah, so you will begin to arrive and. Up 1 second. Sorry, apparently I went to the wrong maps. You will arrive back on dock. There it is. And you will approach the dock, and everyone at this point will be cheering and celebrating as your orcish friend will appear, Ushwin. He'll like run up the crates and dive onto the front and open his arms wide.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Oh yeah.
There he is.
So many members of this crew.
Hey, it's been a while.
He'll be like, it seems you all survived.
You know Ironside can't take us down.
And he just, he's cheering and everyone else is on as well, just kind of like on the docks, just celebrating as well. And they're just, they're screaming and celebrating, popping out fireworks. Everyone's got rum out. And Ushwin's just gonna be, celebrate and scream at this point, like, we're a free city again. It's all thanks to you. Patting his hands over on Armstrong as well as Leighton.
You did your fair share. Glad to see you're in one piece.
And Armstrong slugs him on the shoulder. Probably not very hard, though.
Ow! No, they just say that.
With my strength of 8.
So what are your plans now?
Celebrate!
Yes.
She's gonna jump off the ship. Is there food in sight?
Just not on the dock. Everyone's like holding like various bottles of rum and alcohol. But yeah.
Leighton goes to the front of the ship and pulls out a bottle of rum from his jacket to like make a speech, and just kind of goes, "Tonight, we all drink and celebrate, for Creshart will always be free."
And everyone will scream and celebrate at that as he holds up the bottle of rum, and just all of them holding bottles of rum, just holding up, celebrating, shouting. And someone says, "Let's get shit-faced!"
Here! And rum now! Everyone, rum on me!
Armstrong, you will see a small kobold attempting to crawl up to the ship.
Is this a familiar kobold or just some kobold?
This looks, it does not appear to be a kobold you are familiar with. He's just like,
This guy right here?
Yeah, as he's like climbing up on the ship. Oh, help me up, please. And he like holds up his hand.
Yeah, I'll help him up.
Hello. My humblest apologies for intruding here. That he'll kind of like give a short, elegant bow.
Can I help you?
Yes, I was hoping that you'd be arriving here. Well, and he rubs the back of his head, and he goes, I'm from the academy.
Oh, here we go.
Face palms his head
Fucking
as hard
ruined.
as he can.
Yes, our mutual friend was actually looking for you and wanted me to give you a message. I was waiting for you back at your house, but seems that's under construction. He mutters under his breath.
All right.
Oh, right. To be fair, that was also the academy? Question mark?
Yes, I'm not really too excited about the new management. But he sighs a little bit. Our mutual benefactor wanted me to give you a couple of messages that he felt important to give you the heads up about. We've sort of had a breach. And he sneezes a little bit.
What does that mean?
Well, okay, so there were these goblins, right?
Right, they were there when we were there.
Yes, we are uncertain of this, but we believe they may have joined the other side.
The other side?
Armstrong is like deep face palm.
What, the baby?
Yes, he says as he's looking down a little bit.
Why?
Tell me that goblins have sided with the space baby?
Yes.
How?
We are still trying to figure that out, but they attempted to attack the academy, and we've been informed that they have obtained information about certain individuals, and he looks up at Armstrong. He's one of them.
Come again.
All right. So you're saying a bunch of decidedly evil goblins are going to come finding us?
That might be a potential, yes.
So they're not still at the academy?
No, they definitely have left. We're not entirely certain where, but we believe it has something associated with Cosmokara. But they do have information on your captain. So
What kind of information?
Well, that's the thing. The inevitable system really wasn't very peculiar about the information that it wanted to give me. It was just that it knows about the data we've collected on Captain Armstrong.
Well, I've got nothing to hide. I don't see how this gives us any advantage.
Alis is like that fucking calculations meme, like trying to remember everything that they told them.
All the information that our former headmaster Levin gave. But and it just kind of
Hey,
like
is your house gonna be safe?
Oh, apparently it's going. The construction's going very well. The portal will be ready soon, so you can go back and forth between the academy as you please.
Great.
You seem to be
Wonderful, but if you have a breach at the academy, then that means anything at the academy can now get to his house, correct?
Well, I mean, the inevitable system seems very certain that that's not going to happen again, but...
Inevitable system also gave the goblins information about our captain, so how much are we to feel secure?
The kobold will give a slight sigh and says, "For that, I'm uncertain. You should probably just be more cautious."
What are you certain of then, kobold boy?
He looks down as you yell at him. And he says, "Look, okay? I'm trying my best. I served at the headmaster's pleasure. And now I have to listen to a robot, a construct I know nothing about. But he seems to be the head of the academy now. I serve at the pleasure of the academy. And, well, I'm going to do the best I can to make sure that the academy and you are taken care of." And he, like, steps forward as he, kind of puffs his chest a little bit. "The information I give you is not a pleasurable one, nor is it meant to be pleasant. It is to inform you that you may be in danger, okay?"
You can't blame us for being a little bit upset when we stuck our necks out to help the academy, and you're coming here with this information saying that we're in danger now in our own business?
Hey, your reaction is appropriate.
Then why are you yelling at us?
I don't know, I'm stressed. And he just looks down.
Oh, we're stressed!
He's just the messenger. He doesn't. He's just delivering a message.
His head
Everyone simmer down, have a drink or 5.
Did you say what's a rum?
Yes.
And he goes, "I would appreciate that."
All right.
What I don't understand is how the goblins joined. Like, how does anyone join with the space baby? I didn't realize it could even communicate with.
Exactly. As far as we knew, there was no real way to do it. I mean, the only version of it that we interacted with was an illusion, correct?
That must mean
correct. Yeah.
He grabs the bottle.
These goblins are just pirates.
To be fair, I went to the corpse
Alis will
planet
make a confused face.
Yeah. Roran grabs the bottle and just takes a swig. And he just goes, "Oh, that's the good stuff right there. Jeez. We're learning because of the goblins, and apparently what they even told the inevitable system is that the baby is actually being piloted by someone." And then takes another swig of rum.
There was a guy on the corpse planet. Hello.
Kyron just looks disgruntled.
He points at Kyron. It's just like, "Yeah, I think that's the guy." And then drinks
Yeah.
some more rum.
So do I. Something was sentient.
Luna goes over and is like, Kyron, what did you see when you were there?
It was a giant planet. I feel like I've been through this already. It was a giant planet. Big, dead thing. I don't know. It was once alive. Now it's dead. There was blood everywhere. There was tissue. There was hair. It was gross. And then there was a voice. Okay? There was a voice. Someone was there. I had a feeling it had something to do with Space Baby. And now I'm more convinced than ever. There's someone there.
Did you happen to see the person that was piloting it?
No. I saw a summon. It summoned something to kill us, which was very unfortunate, by the way. But I didn't see himself, just heard the voice.
Yeah, so the planet that you went to, we believe is actually the parent of the baby.
That's what I said!
Sips
Karen
the
throws her
rum.
arms up. She's just really frazzled now. She's like, I said that the first day one when we came back. I said I think they're related. That this thing has to be a part of this stupid baby.
Well, you're correct, and continues drinking the rum.
Gross.
Disgusting.
Yes, the whole thing is
Catch your
very
name
distressing.
there, friend.
Oh, Rorn, pleasure to meet you. Custodian of the Astral Archives, now known as the Astral Academy. And then he raises his little paw up.
Wait. You're the custodian?
Well, the carekeeper, I suppose.
Okay. It just seems kind of weird they sacrifice your soul to come here and warn us and...
Sacrifice my soul? What?
Have you not seen our world? It's dangerous here.
Yeah.
Layton, jokingly points to Urshwin and is like, that guy will eat you. I've seen it.
He might.
Urshwin just kind of looks around and is like, I have no interest in eating fuzzy man.
For now.
Well, I can handle myself if it comes to someone trying to eat me.
Is he what's he wearing?
He literally looks like he's wearing just little common rags and a piece of but you do notice he has a leather breastplate on, like armor suited to him, and he has a rapier on his side.
Nice.
He's like a little rat Yoda.
Yeah.
Well, Captain Cornelius Armstrong, if you didn't already know, this here's me crew.
Yeah, pleasure, all of you.
Yes.
Sorry for the stress. Who are you? He says, looking over at Sterling.
Oh, I'm Sterling. One question. Goblins are a little. Well, back where I came from, they're a little inconsequential. Have they evolved?
Yeah, I thought so too, but apparently the headmaster saw something in them and wanted to ask if they would help against the fight with Cosmokara. Needless to say, that was apparently a very bad idea. Sips at the rum. They marched.
What of the other academy?
Hmm?
When we went to go visit last time, another academy showed up, and we scared them away for the most part.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I remember that.
he sips the rum again. We haven't had any more intrusions from them. Actually, I'm really.
You had a breach, so I had to bring it up.
Oh no, of course, nope. The breach was the goblins now this time. So I'm pretty sure the inevitable system's going to try and do something wacky in an effort to try and make it so that we aren't breached anymore. Because apparently, every freaking week we get breached by something. Chugs rum.
Maybe you need better security.
Yeah, well, I thought that's what the inevitable system is for. It's not doing a really good job about it. So, hey, look, you just gotta be a little careful, okay? And
Is this are you coming to tell us to suit up, or are we just?
No, I'm coming to warn you that there might be. We're not certain what information they got on your captain or how it can be used against him, if it's going to be used against him. Oh,
Hey, Armstrong, goblins are gonna show up at your doorstep.
Oh, I'm just cowering in me boots.
These
The
goblins.
goblins are coming! Watch out, Armstrong!
Oh no, goblins! What are we gonna do?
Oh no, big goblins!
They successfully infiltrated our academy. They were able to get to our inevitable system, and they were able to breach its database. I would not take this lightly. They seem to be connected with the power of Cosma now, infused with actual Cosma energy. They shapeshift into fearsome creatures from our reports. While I would normally joke, this probably shouldn't be a thing that's taken lightly.
Alis will look over at Armstrong and Layton and say, well, we did agree to help, didn't we?
Yes, the second reason why I'm here. We sent a group of adventurers to take care of a thing to assist us in the fight of Cosmo. We have yet to hear from them. But more importantly, they were the one group that was not infiltrated or gotten information about from the goblins. So we kind of want to protect their identities until the fight against Cosmokara. So, and he just finishes the bottle of rum and hands it back to the empty bottle back to Leighton. We were wondering if you could take care of it.
Take care of what? Protecting them?
No, you see, Cosmokara is a very big child, right? Like, and he holds out his hands,
Are
like
you telling us to
opening.
take care of Cosmokara?
No. I mean, we're still in the preparation stages, but we're definitely running out of time. So we have reports of a giant. He pulls out a sheet of paper and reads it. Undead void dragon on your continent of Kathos.
Oh my gosh. Is getting
He'll look.
better.
Alis will look right at Sterling. Well, that defeats that theory that it's associated with you, I suppose.
Yes, maybe. I just we've dealt with void-like dragons before.
Oh, well, then that should be easy for you. And he'll hand you a little red box with a button on it.
What exactly is this?
It's very easy. So when you go and fight the dragon, just go and press that button. It'll record your combat in an illusionary state within the box. We'll be able to study it, and hopefully it'll make it easier for us to, fight against the giant space baby.
I feel like we should get paid for this.
He, walks away like, well, I'm glad we all agree. What?
Yes, we did go through painstaking to be able to put together a contract, and now it's being adjusted.
Alice, quill, please.
He'll hand him. Yeah, he'll take out his quill and the paper.
Section 3, Article 2, should new things get added to the contract, we throw away the old contract and start from scratch. Thus, we have more crewmates, which means we must acquiesce to create a new contract.
Oh, geez. He looks around and he's like, I really don't want to...
You may be the messenger boy, but you've got to deliver this message back to your team over there.
All right.
If you want to violate the contract, we have to renegotiate a new one.
That sounds exhausting. Look, is there something that I can give you?
This is Brett peeking through. That's make me do another contract episode, please.
Hey, if you want to do another contract episode, I'm down for it. This is literally Rory being like, I don't even want to be here right now. So he's just like, wow, yeah, that sounds really exhausting. Look, what are you looking for? Maybe I could go ahead and talk to the inevitable system and get it for you.
Well, we've grown our crew by 2, which means we have more demands.
Wait, we got to bring up our old contract.
I forgot the old one.
Shit, where's our old contract?
Did I pin it?
It was
months ago.
Nope, I didn't pin it. Uh-oh.
It was put in the World of IO community Discord, but I can't remember if it was in fan art.
Oh yeah, someone was working on it. Yeah, I'll have to scroll up and pin it again. But yeah, Roar's just gonna go ahead and give a sigh, and then just be like, "Is it money? Are you looking for gold? Do you need a new ship? I mean, this little ship is just..." And he just kind of stomps his foot on the top of the ship, and a piece of wood will buckle and break under his foot. He gets stuck a little bit, and he's just like, and he'll just pull his little paw foot back out.
Well, before, as Leighton is just saying, all of us as members of the crew were allowed to ask for something, and our crew has grown. So I think it's only fair that the other people who are now going to be wrapped up in this mess get to ask for something.
You mean Grandpa over there, right? Points over at Sterling.
All right, that's 3 things for me then.
Someone found it. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Magical the tiny anvil. Fuck. We asked for such stupid shit, dude.
You're like, now I'm ready to go. Oh, come on, dude. Really? These are the things we asked for.
I looked up the word rainbow because I remember asking for a rainbow bracelet. That's
Oh,
how I
nice.
found it.
Nice. Nice.
I totally forgot about the anvil.
He looks around and he's like, okay, can we do like this contract like on the way? Because we are really running out of time here.
Can we have the night? Can we celebrate with our friends?
I'm about to forget everything you just told us until morning.
He looks around and shakes a little bit. And he's like, I guess, oh, jeez.
Come on, you can join us too.
He'll look around and you'll see he kind of like looks at his... You see him like look at his paws a little bit. And then he gives a sigh. And then states, well, you're going to be risking your limbs. I suppose celebration is in order.
Here. Luna, give this guy more rum.
Like, why don't you just grab one of the barrels?
He's gonna die.
How much how much alcohol can kobolds drink?
Well, I guess we're going to find out.
Here you go.
I may need to check in. Oh, thank you. And he starts drinking it again. You notice that he's been drinking the rum like it would be like a child with juice. And he doesn't really seem to be fazed too much by it.
I think you should have some water. That's an
good.
awful lot of...
It's tangy. And he'll begin to walk off. He's like,
Been aging for God knows how long.
He'll
Somehow
state.
I think that's gonna end badly.
He'll state. He's like, I guess I will check in with the construction progress of the upgrades to your house. As he looks up at Armstrong, and he just hops over, and he said, if this is more of a, a recommendation, I guess you don't have to, but, well, just be careful out there. He'll hop off the boxes, and he'd go, I'll see you probably tonight at some point. Enjoy your celebration. Or tomorrow, or the next day, or the next day. And he just continues to walk off the dock. And
It just never ends, does it?
I'm not sure whether
No
I should
idea
be
what you're talking
impressed or just really overwhelmed.
you arrive back on the dock. New crew member in tow. The city celebrating your victory. And a fateful reminder that danger is always at your doorstep. And so will end today's episode of The Misdemeanor.
Yeah.
That was great.
Good RP
Wow.
episode, y'all.
Yeah, good RP.
That was fun.
Good session.
Good session.
I like Norn being around. I remember him.
Everyone remembers Roarin.
I was gonna say I messaged Joe like, Rorn?
Yeah, 'cause
I know that guy.
You know Roarin from different games, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Roarin. He makes his way around. Smile. So
What?
it's yeah. It's just there's a lot to roar that yeah. It's hard that I cannot explain right now, but maybe you'll find out in the future. But yeah, good session, everyone. Y'all enjoyed yourself very much so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah, it was
cool.
great.
All right, good.
My list of enemies just keeps getting bigger.
Yep. Yep.
Every time.
Goblins, Void Dragon.
Yep. IO is a chaotic world. I have for you some fan art. Ooh.
Hell yeah, I was peeping that during the game.
Oh yeah, you've been keeping an eye on it.
I spoiled myself. I was looking at it.
Oh no. Well, hopefully the rest of you weren't looking at it.
Do you post these in Roll20? Because I never see them until they show up on stream.
Same.
What are you talking about?
What?
Like the fan art, like
that's in our public World of IO Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's
There's a
everyone...
fan art channel in the IO Discord.
Yeah.
And so people will post stuff in there during the game and stuff.
Yep. But yeah, good session. You guys enjoyed yourself today?
Yeah.
Very fun.
Good.
Joe, you're so fun to have with us, man. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Such versatile
awesome.
characters too.
Thank you. It's awesome to be part of the crew. It's such a different theme. It's so cool.
Vibe, yeah. All right. Keep your eyes on this. We're starting strong. And so it begins. Lovely little beginning to Nicholas just being like the voice.
Oh, Nicholas.
I see you have acquired an old man. He isn't old. Nice little wood gnome moment right over here. Keep multiplied. Why a rock, though? And then we've got... What you doing, Kyron? Decompressing.
Nice.
Oh my god.
This one's my favorite one, I have to admit.
I love this one.
It's so good.
The blur.
The camera faded. Why a rock, though?
Family bonds.
Lovely.
Oh my god.
Lovely. Yep. This is the usual, I feel like.
Fantastic.
Good Scrum art. Scrum have one eye. But Scrum do have
so
knife.
Cute.
Yeah, he's so cute with his little knife, just about to just have someone.
Concerning.
And here's another Scrum with a knife. Everyone loves Scrums with knives.
Technically, Scrum could have 8 knives.
Here's a Kyron.
This is true.
A Kyron Raven, but I
Nice.
like to call it a Kyron Crow because I feel like it.
Oh hell yeah.
Alliteration.
Fez.
The eye hangs
The
from the
little
mouth.
Fez.
Yeah.
Crowrin.
And then Crowrin, right? And then Kyron just screeching. That's what I said. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you all very much. We will continue next Saturday.
Brett, you are
Yes.
missing the most important piece of fan art.
Was there another one?
Yeah.
All right. Let me.
I can't believe you skipped it.
Oh no! Oh no!
I can't believe you skipped
Oh
it.
no! I don't.
Yes.
I don't. Well. Well, here we go.
That's why they call him wood gnome.
That is bad. I hate this.
That's so disturbing. Oh my god.
I love
Oh
the
my
idea. I love the idea that like during the day when we're all, doing normal awake stuff, that Wood Gnome is just below deck pretending he's still the captain.
Oh my god. All right, well, on that note, I guess I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.
Thanks for the session, Brett.
Yeah, Dodger being like, hell yeah.
We never figured out what happened with Dodger's role. Aelis's role.
Yeah.
Wow.
I assume it has to do with the Wazy thing, but I don't know.
Ooh.
I guess one day we'll find out.
Winks at the camera.
I will let you know that when you discover what that role was, you will have no doubt that it will have went off. So you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, it'll be really obvious when it happens.
You'll know. You'll be like, son of a bitch. It'll probably happen when you forgot about it, and I'll be like, yo, remember
Probably.
that roll like 12 sessions ago? So yeah. All right, guys.
Great.
Well, thank you so much. Sleep on that, and I'll see you all the next time. Okay.
Yay,
Okay.
fantastic.
Alright.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Brett.